Routine drugs is necessary but is not compulsory. In today's video, I'll be giving you my true life story. I'm a mother of three beautiful children, and in this three times journey, I did not take routine drugs. In today's video, I'll be telling you what I did and the things I took instead of routine drugs. Stay tuned.
My bedroom.
Again,
My bedroom.
are you ready? Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, thank you for stopping by. All we do here is motherhood experience, pregnancy tips, and a little bit of lifestyle. For my old subscribers, I thank you for always coming back to my channel. Thank you for the love. Thank you for your constant share and your constant comments. I really appreciate. Please, if you're yet to subscribe, do well to tap the subscription button. It's totally free. It's not money, just free. Help me to subscribe so that it will tell the YouTube algorithm that this content is actually good and it will push it out to a wider audience. Thank you. So let's dive into today's topic. Like I've said before, I've seen argument between people. They've been arguing if routine drugs is actually compulsory or necessary or all that. So I'm here to tell you why I said routine drugs is not compulsory. Okay, years ago, my first child is 4 years old. When I got pregnant, I had some medical challenges. So I was allergic to routine drugs. First of all, okay, I would like to share with you what routine drugs is. Routine drugs is a medication given to a pregnant woman when you start your antenatal visit. And these routine drugs have two types. We have the pregnancy care and the other routine drugs, the normal routine drugs. The pregnancy care is mostly taken by those women who do not like to take medication. They are allergic, they are irritated by any smell of something, and routine drugs, the smell obviously is not actually nice. So this, they prefer to take the pregnancy care, but though it is more expensive than the other one. And the routine drugs are called, the names are fesolate, folic acid, and bico. In the pregnancy care, it comprises of the fesolate, bico, and folic acid, but it is taken once a day. You just take one and that's for the day. But for the other normal routine drugs, you take it morning and night. So that being said, let's go back to my story, how I did not take routine drugs and I was able to give birth to three beautiful bouncing baby girls without any error. They were sound, they are beautiful, and up till today there is no complication. Okay, when I got pregnant with my first child, I started my antenatal. We did our vital signs, and then they prescribed my routine drugs, which is bico, folic acid, and fesolate. So I started, but I noticed some changes in my body. I will not really want to talk about the medical issues. Then maybe on another day I will share it, or I might not share it. But it was not good for me medically because it was doing another job instead of doing the job it was designed for. Routine drugs mainly is for the growth of the child, the bones of the child. It helps for the functioning of the baby while in your womb. So all these routine drugs helps in the development of a child. But when it was confirmed and noticed by my doctor that these routine drugs, instead of doing the primary purpose of helping for the development of my child, it was doing another different thing, which resulted to a health challenge or issue. So my doctor advised me to stop and told me confidently that routine drugs, though, is necessary but it is not compulsory. That the major reason why there is routine drugs is for those, because as a pregnant woman, there are some women that when they are pregnant they can't eat, they start vomiting. Any little thing they eat, they vomit, and the child in your womb actually needs this nutrient and food. So they brought routine drugs so that when you take it, to help the baby to grow, for those who do not eat. But if you're eating well in your pregnancy, you don't vomit, you feed well, those food, those the supplements in the routine drugs are found in the daily food we eat. So if I'm a pregnant woman and you're eating very well, you don't vomit, you feed very well, there is no need for the routine drugs. Like me, I was actually feeding well, I don't vomit, I eat very well. So she told me that for the fact that I'm feeding very well, that I don't need all these routine drugs, that I have to eat healthily, which I stick to. I'm going to be sharing with you the food that you can take while pregnant that has all the elements of routine drugs in it, the folic acid, the bico, and the fesolate. So if you're pregnant and you're this type that do not like the smell of your routine drugs, it irritates you, you vomit after taking them, and you're eating heavily, these are the food that you should take that contains all the ingredients in your routine drugs. So I'm going to be using my food to mention the food where you can find all the routine drugs, so that I will not leave no stone unturned. So for the folic acid, the food you need to take for folic acid is avocados, white rice, pasta, broccoli, bread, and kidney beans. For the bico, the food you need to take is pork, beans, egg, milk, vegetables, red meat, potato, nuts, chicken, liver, and mushroom. For the fesolate, you need red meat, spinach, liver, beans, chicken, and kidney. Yes, when I was pregnant, my husband made sure that all this food was properly provided for. I ate them very well so that it will augment for my routine drugs. There is no day that passed without me taking any of these things, or either of them. I make sure I took all of that. I was eating egg, drinking yogurt, I ate nuts, groundnut, all the nuts you can imagine of. And it really paid, because when I gave birth, you wouldn't even, if they don't tell you that I don't take routine drugs, you will not know, because there was no medical condition. My children were all healthy. I followed the doctor's advice, because instead of the routine drugs to do the major thing, which is the development of the baby, it was now giving me another medical condition, and I wouldn't want to talk about the medical condition. Let that be a secret. Maybe I will spill later, but not now. So bear it in mind that when you take all of this food I've mentioned, it can actually augment for your routine drugs. All of this food, when you eat them during pregnancy, contains all the routine drugs that you're looking for. So if you're pregnant and you find it difficulty in eating, and you don't like the smell of routine drugs, which is mostly one of the challenges that pregnant women face, it's not even about the smell too. It's tiring that you're going to be taking drugs for a whole 9 months every day, morning and night. So if you can judiciously take these classes of food I've mentioned, just be rest assured that invariably you've taken your routine drugs. And secondly, mind you, I will not fail to tell you that I was also praying. I don't know whether maybe God helped me, because he knew that I was helpless at this stage, and then he made my babies to come out beautiful and very strong. There was no issue, no medical complaint or challenge whatsoever. And my children were waiting. All my children, at birth, they weighed 3.5 kg. Yes, they were all healthy children. So if you are like me, you're finding it difficult to take your routine drugs, bear it in mind that a doctor advised me and told me that routine drugs was primarily designed for those who do not eat during pregnancy, who vomit. So because they do not eat, they recommended routine drugs so that it will help for the development of the child. So if you can take your if you can take your routine drugs, if you can take all these classes of food I've mentioned judiciously, eat very well, be rest assured that your baby will come out very fine, because routine drugs are found in this food. And I will not still forget, I told you that I will not leave God out of my story, because in all God did it, I didn't take routine drugs. I was judiciously taking all the classes of food. I was judiciously taking all the food that contained my routine drugs, and my children came out nice. So I still give God all the glory. If you watch this video to this extent, it means that you actually found value in what I'm teaching. And please, if you've not subscribed, I will still please. Subscription is totally free. Hit the subscription button and turn on your notification bell so that you'll be notified when videos like this comes up. And please share so that other mothers, other new moms who are not aware of this information will actually watch. And you sharing, commenting, and liking will tell the YouTube algorithm that people are interested in my content, and they will push it out to other mothers. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.